Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, the Most High. His name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Ahia. It's Yahweh. His only begotten son name is Yahweh Shai, not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Yeshaya. It's Yahweh. So gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. And a sincere salutation to all the ark pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four ends of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Agwaf who are listening and learning. The few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you another lesson in true facts, faith, and edification. Another daily edification, Lord's willing, is to be edifying. And this is the brother, Dawadah, from the GMS Saints of the Most High, the Birmingham camp. And he did a lesson about the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And this is a new article. So I'm going to play his video and the brother Ash from the GMS Tampa camp. Okay? And they both put up articles about the RFID microchip. So Lord willing, this be edifying.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring in this truth worldwide to wake up the elect of the children of Israel. It's your brother Dawadah coming to you another lesson, Church of Birmingham. And this lesson is going to be entitled Cashless Society equals Mark of the Beast, aka the RFID microchip. Alright? And if you ain't know, these things are coming to pass. And it's being made clearer and clearer as the year goes on. Right? Just like Apostle Elder Gabar, Shlaki, Apostle Elder Tahar coined this year of prophecy. Alright? So let's get into this article right here. Seen this article February the 2nd, 2020, year of prophecy. And this was actually in New York. This guy said, I wasn't allowed to buy my burrito with cash. So he was literally not allowed to buy his burrito with cash. Alright? And this is the guy right here. It says, during a recent lunch hour in New York, a sea of office workers filled the Hudson East food court where staff prepared pizza, barbecue, and chopped salad orders at incredible speed. Many people had ordered all ahead by app, while credit cards dominated the other purchases. And at least two establishments refused cash altogether, as Nicholas Dugan discovered to his dismay when he pulled out dollars to pay for his burrito. Alright? And that's what this society is going. It's going to a cashless society, and it's picking up quicker and quicker. Alright? It says, once dominant cash has been steadily overtaken by credit cards and a growing number of electronic and mobile options. Some countries, including the U.S., are even toying with plans for digital currency. You see that? So they already have these things in the works. All right? And it's being made clearer and clearer as the year goes on. All right? However, a growing number of places in the U.S. are pushing back. And I got this article also queued up of so-called Big Brother, right, who's going to implement this by force. It says in January, New York City passed a law requiring businesses to accept dollar bills. A measure followed similar steps in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and New Jersey. Several other cities, including Washington, D.C., are considering a similar move, and Congress recently heard comments about the countrywide proposal, right? So right now, let's look at this. It says abandoning cash. Americans use cash for an estimated 26% of transactions last year, down from 40% in 2012, according to a survey of U.S. central banks. You see that? Shalom, brother, shalom. Yahweh Shabbat shalom. So right now, everything is moving toward a cashless society. So the next step that this gradualism that the serpent does, guess what? It's going to be that RFID microchip. But he's going to present it in a way for those people who scared that their children is going to get abducted. Guess what? He's going to present it in that way for you to be able to track your kids. For those who want the convenience of getting in and out their homes or in and out their cars, he's going to present it in that way. For those who want the convenience of paying for everything by simply waving your hand, like the brother Raheem in the Birmingham church with me, Shepherds of Yahweh Shai 7, where Amazon now wants to have your biometrics to pay for what? Your products. So everything is moving to a cashless society, all right? And it's ramping up more and more as the year is going on, all right? It says the decline is not unique in the U.S. See that? In the U.K., the portion of cash payments has dropped by more than half since 2008, sinking from 60% to 28% in 2018. In Sweden, cash accounts for just 6% of transactions, down from more than 35% in 2012. You see that? So everything is now moving to a cashless society. Why? So this mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, can be implemented. All right? Now we're going to jump back in this article, but I want to get a scripture right quick. All right? Let's go to the book of Revelation. We should all know this. All right? Because our apostles and elders have been teaching us what this is. So why? We won't be in error. All right? This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, right? And that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? Let's look. Let's always look these words up, all right? We were taught by apostles and elders to what? Look up these words. And it says small and great. So you see all the propaganda of all these missing so-called black women, right? You see the propaganda of how they put it on the news, all right, to bring you into fear. Why? So you can actually have some type of comfort in taking a microchip for your children, all right? And once again, this cashless society is now being moved to what? Implementing the chip, all right? But that word is charagma, right? Let's play it.
Strong's G 5480, charagma. Charagma.
Right? It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamp on the forehead or the right hand, as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Now we know it's Minty Antichrist, all right? Anything that's anti-Hamashiach. A mark branded upon horses, anything carved, sculpted, graven work of idolatrous images, right? Mark graven. A scratch or etching, right? That Karox is going to stick into your hand, right? So anything marked X is going to actually go into your hand, all right? And it don't matter what hand it is, all right? You can read that in what? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get it, all right? Let's go to one chapter over. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast or his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or hand, it didn't say right hand, it didn't say left hand, right? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Man, that fire and brimstone, those thermonuclear missiles raining down on Babylon the Great, right? Let's go back to the article. That's it.
And also part of that, when you read Revelation chapter 20 in verse Revelation 20 in verse 4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of power, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years.
As the move away from cash has been a bonanza for credit card companies and newer firms such as Square, which handle electronic transactions, right? Consulting firm McKinsey expects revenue in the global payments industry to grow 6% annually over the next 5 years to more than 2.7 trillion. But 6.5% of American households do not even have bank accounts, right? Let alone digital wallets. So what are they going to do? With any type of money that you have, they're going to force you to put it on electronic basis. All right? And that's what is going to turn and force you to get that mark of the beast. All right? Let's go to this. And it's all about Esau trying to get that birthright back, man. All right? And this article is microchip implants, Big Brother in a chip coming our way. See that? So it's basically the government organizations who's going to implement this, man, who's ran by the top elite bankers, all right? They're going to implement this to try and get the birthright back, man. All right, you read in Exodus 21 where it says if you have a Hebrew slave and he love his master, he's going to receive a boar through his ear. All right, so that's part of what? Them proclaiming that you proclaiming that you love your master. All right, and that you don't want to go free, you want to be in subjection to Esau. All right, it says back in 1969, when Star Trek's fleet officers scanned their thumbs on a pad to pay bills, TV audiences got more than a dose of sci-fi. They gazed into the future. That future is now a reality. See that? Since last August, Earthborn employees at 3 Square Market, a Wisconsin-based tech firm, have been breezing into their workplace, operating computers and making purchases. See, you're not even going to be able to work without this, all right? At on-site vending machines, all by waving a hand implanted with a data-crammed microchip. Elsewhere in Sweden, an early adopter of the microchip implants in everyday life, see that? Train conductors scan passengers' hands after they book tickets online and register them on their chip. You see that? So for you guys to say, well, it's not gonna be able to hold that much information, they just told you they was able to book these things online and it was able to register in their chip. See that? It says these current uses only hit at the extraordinary potential for microchip implants in the United States and around the globe. Man, let's go back. That should make it even more clear, right? This is not just going to be a United States thing, man. This is going to be something global, all right? This is Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand or in their foreheads, right? And that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 666, right? And the brother Barack brought it out several times how that encoded number is on barcodes, man. All right, how you gonna be able to scan products and then it's gonna scan your hand to make purchases. All right, let's go back to this article. All right, it says these current uses only hit at the extraordinary potential for microchip implants in the United States and around the globe. It's the future, and these chips are going to be more and more ubiquitous. Let's look up that word, ubiquitous. I want to see what it says.
Ubiquitous.
All right. Present, appearing, or found everywhere. You see that? So these chips are going to be found everywhere, man. All right. Said Arthur Chaplin, director of Division of Medical Ethics at NYU School of Medicine. Why is the School of Medicine saying anything about microchips? Where it's going to have your health and information all in there, man. All right? It's going to have all that incorporated in there. And matter of fact, with credit cards, passports, and driver's license incorporated identification embedded microchips, and many pet owners implanting chips in their pets to track their whereabouts, it was only a matter of time before they entered the human body. See that? Only a matter of time. See, the top elites, they do things in gradualism, man. All right, they can't just put it all on you at one time because you're going to reject it. Now, there's going to be certain so-called Edomites that reject this because they already know that this is what's going to try to establish a so-called New World Order. All right? But it's still, it's still going to be tried to be made manifest. And Yahweh Shah is going to stop them in their own devices. All right? Let's read this again. It says, with credit card, passports, and driver's license incorporating identification, embedded microchips, and many pet owners implanting chips in their pets to track their whereabouts. So if they're implanting chips in their pets to track their whereabouts, why are they not going to implant chips in their children to track their whereabouts? To stop so-called human trafficking. right? It said the human trafficking is the biggest business here in the United States. All right, all these once again so-called black women going missing. What's going to stop any father from putting that in their child, right? You just had this guy on the Breakfast Club said he would do it, all right? And that's part of the gradualism of Esau, all right? He presents something, he causes a problem, and he presents a way for it to be fixed, order out of chaos, right? It says precautions abound that everyone from babies in arms to elderly folks suffering from dementia, you see that? Will one day have a microchip for one reason or another. Call lawyer how about Shai, man. Hey, you can't make this up, man. Let's read this again. Let's read this again, man. Alright? You can't make this up. This guy said from babies to elderly. Right? Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Let's look up this word great. Right? We look up words here at GMS. Alright? We don't just go with this American bastardized language. Right? Let's see. Let's play the word.
Strong's G 3173. Megas. Megas.
Sound like mega, right? Something big, like a megaphone. It says great, of an external form or sensible appearance of things or persons. Mass, weight, great, compass, extent, large spaces. That's not what I want. Measure, height, long, stature. That's what we want. And age, great, old. What did we just read, right? Predictions abound that everyone from babies to babies in arms to elderly folks suffering from dementia will one day have a microchip implant for one reason or another. And you can't get around that. We just looked up this word, right? And I don't know why it keeps sending me back to Exodus. I looked up that scripture earlier because Esau is trying to get this birthright back. And that's part of how he's going to do it, all right? He's been trying to search out the heavens and the deep, right, to try and get his birthright back. But it's not going to work, all right? Yahweh Shai said he's going to be taken in his own devices, all right? Let's go back to this word great. And Shalom, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash, Barakatham, to all the brothers on the comment board, Shalom. All right, this word again, megas, right? It says stature and age, great, old, right? Of age, the elderly. You can't make this up. The elderly, right? Let's go back. All right. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great. Right? That word great go back to an elderly. Now let's look up this word small. Let's just look it up. Alright? Let's take a look.
Strong's G 3398. Mikras. Mikras.
Right? Small, little baby, right? Small baby of size, hence of stature, of limb, space, of age, less by birth younger, of time short, brief, a little while, how little, right? Said of age. So what? A baby. Alright? What did we just read in this article, man? Let's go back. Predictions abound that everyone from babies in arms to elderly folks suffering from dementia will one day have a microchip implant for one reason or another. Looking ahead, Lee Barrett, Executive Director and CEO of Electronic Healthcare Network Accreditation Commission, sees value in hospital microchipping newborns to ensure that mothers leave with the infants they bore. You see that? He presents a problem, and he has what? A solution, order out of chaos. But this is all, man, call on Yahweh Shah, man. He makes his point every time, man. He make these things manifest. There's no more gonna be this scoffing that's going on about this microchip, man, which is what? The mark of the beast. Alright? It says, once again, sees value in hospitals microchipping newborns to ensure that mothers leave with the infants they bore. He envisions an ever-growing use of microchip implants containing detailed data on an individual's medical condition, including allergies, so that physicians can readily access the information in the event of emergency hospital admission. You see that? In rural areas where no physicians practice, microchips could remotely transmit an individual's health data to a nurse or doctor, said Chaplin. And in turn, if it's transmitted, you know it can receive. So who's to say it's not going to send a signal out to cut your shit off where you can't buy or sell or even put you to death, right? It says, who sees the device's particular advantages to astronauts and submarine personnel. The chips could also let authorities know whether pilots are drunk before or after takeoff. You see that? Right? It says, in the world of law and order, a microchip with GPS capabilities could be implanted in inmates to cause all, both small and great, rich and bun, free. Oh, Sly, let's go read it, man. That's crazy. They just said put microchips in inmates, man. Alright? And Blue Letter keep messing with it, bringing out this word, man. Keep sending me back to Exodus. But that's alright. We can always keep bringing it up. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Let's go back to the article. Right? In the world of law and order, a microchip with GPS capabilities could be implanted in inmates to minimize prison breakouts, as well as increase the likelihood of capturing escapees before they do any harm in the outside world. But along with their many uses, microchip implants could be prone to abuses, predicts experts. Yeah. Well, who's going to say they're not going to be able to hack these things, man? Right? It says, what this person talking about? The disciple of Jesus Christ. Guys, I heard is also not a chip, but will be also a visible mark. No, scriptures don't say anything about a visible mark. It strictly says what? Something implanted. Alright? And let's get this scripture off the comment board. Adan Tazawan. Yahweh Shabrakatah, brother. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, For we are not ignorant of his devices. That's right, brother. All right, Yahweh Shah led me to this article. I was just telling the brother Raheem when I seen his video come up about the Mark of the Beast update. I was like, damn, that's the spirit. Because I was just doing my research, going through different various articles, and lo and behold, the spirit had the brother on the same width as me. So call Lord Yahweh Shah, all praise to the Most High. All right, why Yahweh Shah? All right, and Yanni, the disciple of Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ is not his name. All right, and it looks like you're a woman, and really in this arena, women are not permitted to speak. All right, so that'll be your warning. All right, it says, but along with their many uses, microchip implants could be prone to abuses, predict experts. It says through Wi-Fi, black hatters could latch onto microchip implants, infecting them with havoc, producing viruses. Or they could access the vital, private information the devices contain. Someone can use the information to extort you, sell it, and threaten to release it in public places, said Chaplin. Right? It says he should. Now, who's to say that the government doesn't have a way to do that already? Which they do, because once they present something, they pretty much have it all mapped out. It says what? That he's wiser than Daniel. All right? The children of this world are wiser than the children of light. Right? It says the chips could also spur physical violence with these abducting microchip individuals and forcing them to wave their hands to withdraw cash from ATMs. See that? Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, you see, and this is a new article that the brother put out. The brother Dawadah from the GMS Saints of Most High. This is GMS Birmingham camp. And then I got this clip I'm going to play from the brother Ash from the GMS Tampa camp. Going to play a couple minutes of this. Because they both did lessons, man, going into the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and salutation and much love to you, Akim, out there pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. And I just want to do a quick video concerning the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, NFC chip, whatever you want to call it. All right, it's the implantable microchip. And came across a couple articles, so I'm just going to do a RFID mark of the beast update, because by now you should know the scriptures, which I'm going to bring out regardless. But by now you should already know where this is going. All right, because the main thing the scriptures speak about is buying and selling. All right, even though it has more more uses, the main thing that's going to stand out, that you're going to know this is the mark of the beast, is the buying and selling part. Although it does more, it does miracles. So as the scriptures say, they're going to deceive through the miracles. All right, the biohacking and all that. People are going to walk again, and all that nonsense that Esau's going to push. The convenience of it. But here it is. The scriptures specifically point out the buying and selling. All right, so I'm going to let this video play real quick, and then we'll get into it.
If you could pay for your groceries with the swipe of your hand, while Sweden is making your sci-fi fantasies come to life. At least 4,000 people have had a microchip about the size of a grain of rice implanted into their skin. The technology is used to replace credit cards and cash, but can also be used to measure some biological data. Now, naysayers of this have concerns over the safety.
So you see, they said that you're going to be able to buy, all right, sell things. It's going to contain information. All right. If you go into them words in Revelation 13, all right, or throughout the book of Revelation, All right, the word for mark is a charagma, and it goes into the root word, which is charax, and then grapho meaning to write. All right, that's what they're gonna write. The information will be coded, all right, written into the chip, which is the charagma, and the charax would be this syringe right there that they're about to implant, the pill or the stake. That is the charax, the charagma being the chip. All right, so let's read this real quick. This is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And what is this man receiving? He's receiving that mark right there. There it is. This is the visualization of that verse we just read. All right. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So that this specifically points out buying and selling. All right. Cashless society. All right. The microchip is going to replace cash. So hello, wake up and smell the fresh air, man.
Safety of technology. They also note there may be a link between the doubling cybercrime rate in Sweden over the last 10 years. But Andy Serwer, if you had the option to perhaps have this little piece of rice, let's say right in the fatty part between your index finger and your thumb, kind of a neutral part of the body, just right in there, all of a sudden you're ready to go.
No doubt I'd try it.
Sure.
There you go. No doubt he'll try it, which he's most likely to eat a mice. So
there you go, man. You see, I want to play one more clip. Which I meant to cue up. So Salakia for the infomercial.
So just get her 1-800-Flowers.
You will be chipped. It's just a matter of time. That's what analysts and educators tell us, but don't worry. What happened in Wisconsin is not about to go mass market yet. A small firm recently embedded microchips in their employees as a way to bypass company badges and corporate logons and to get attention for their cafeteria kiosks, which are available on a cashless payment plan like Apple Pay. Chip proponents tell us that having a chip in the hand is better than grabbing for the cell phone because you can never forget it and you can't lose it, and you have the capability to communicate with machines in a way we couldn't before. Others just think that having a corporation stick a chip in this hand is kind of creepy, even if the companies say that it can't track you and that your information is private.
For me, it's a no, mostly because I'm concerned about what kind of health effects it might have.
For those reasons, analysts we spoke to say that workers at IBM, Facebook, Federal Express, Microsoft, The Gap, and so many other corporate giants have nothing to worry about. They won't get chipped soon. Consumers first, corporations second, which is why the analysts say it's going to be a while, but you will be chipped. Progress, right? For USA Day in Los Angeles, I'm Jefferson Graham.
And you will be chipped soon, man. Okay? They're going to make it mandatory, man. You will be chipped soon. Eventually. It's a Lord willing, it's edifying. Got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Bahashem Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the can pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, working up the hopeful elect. Until next time, Lord willing, edifying. Until next time, Shalom.